What is really good, people? We are back with another Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle, this time in the RU tier. My opponent has a very clean... See, I like teams like this. Our teams aren't too bulky, they're more offensive. We do have some walls, but they're not going to make the battle 200 turns long and stall the entire battle until, you know, we got to spam protect and toxic the rest of the battle. I love battles like this, I love teams like this, so let's go ahead and hop right into this. First mistake that I make, right off the bat, I decide to send out my Pastebin, and he sends out his Braviary, and we're both scarfed, but I'm adamant scarfed, and he turns out to be jolly scarfed. So therefore, he outspeeds me and just straight up KOs my Pastebin in turn 1 of the battle. I definitely tried to U-turn out there. I assumed I'd be faster. I thought he might be choice banded just because of Braviary's attack stat. I wasn't quite sure what item he had, so I decided to stay in and risk it, and I just got blown back. So that's turn 1. That's a great start to this battle. I'm going to send out my Alolan Raichu, go for the Volt Switch, expecting him to switch out, even though it was likely that he'd go to his Roserade. Even, I don't know about that actually, because I'm clearly a Psychic type, so I could have definitely gone for Psyshock or something instead. But either way, I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch just to gain the advantage here, go out to my Lycantrash. Lycanroc is a terrible, terrible Pokemon. Give it Earthquake, give it something that'll make it not garbage, please. At least Earthquake, like damn. Anyways, I know a Stone Edge will kill his Roserade from where it is, so I'm just gonna go straight for it, not predict anything, not go for the Stealth Rocks, because I know he does have this Blastoise here. Really no point, so I thought I might as well get some damage on it. So what I'm gonna do now is go out to Mars, because I know he's not gonna be able to status me. I know he's not gonna be able to burn me with Scald because of my Comatose ability, which only allows me to be put to sleep. Very, very, very underrated ability on this Pokemon. Too bad the Pokemon itself is not too great. But what I'm gonna do now is go for the Wood Hammer, expecting him to stay in and go for a Scald here just to see how much damage he'll do. But unbeknownst to him, I have an Assault Vest, so the Scald does absolutely nothing, on top of course, Komala's insane special defense stat as it is. So I really wish I had U-turn on this Komala. I don't. I have Sucker Punch, Wood Hammer, Earthquake, and Rapid Spin. So I'm gonna have to predict the Pokemon that he switches into. Luckily for me, I do get it right. I figured this was as good a time as any to bring in your Fire type when there's a Pokemon spamming Wood Hammer out on the field, and you're you have a Water type out. But like I said, I predicted that and sent out my Lycanroc. Even if he didn't send out his Rotom here, I'm pretty sure I would have been able to get whatever came in regardless, unless he brought back in his Blastoise right afterwards, which he probably should have done, because I'm gonna outspeed his Rotom and just take him out with a Stone Edge. So now that's just one less Pokemon I have to worry about. I'm trying to weaken his team so I can just send out Golisopod and do some serious damage. But here he's gonna go for the U-turn. Do a big chunk. Lycanroc has very, very, very flimsy defenses, which is a big part of the reason I think this Pokemon is so trash. Obviously the other Lycanroc has better defenses, but this Lycanroc, like, it doesn't even have Earthquake. Like, can this Pokemon get Earthquake so he can hit other rock types with super effective moves? Like, Jesus Christ. It's just too many combinations of bad things that make Lycanroc bad in my eyes. But anyways, he's gonna go out to his Blastoise as I set up my rocks. Obviously the Rapid Spin is coming, so I'm gonna take this chance that I set up for myself and send out my Raichu. He gets a critical hit on the Rapid Spin though. Like, oh my god, I can't. I'm just kidding. Anyways, he's gonna go for Protect as I go for Thunder. I have Thunder on this instead of Thunderbolt, which is actually really, really bad, because I have a low what's it called? A low Raichu Z? Something like that. I think it's called a low Raichu Z, and you can only use that Z Stone or Z Crystal with Thunderbolt. And I didn't. First of all, why does this thing have Thunder to begin with? Like, what? There's no way. I think this is. I don't know what this is. Honestly, I'm so confused. I'm just as confused as you guys are. I don't know why this thing has Thunder when there's no rain or anything. But like, damn. But anyways, he sends out his Roserade again, and I do outspeed it, so I'm just able to kill it with a Psyshock. It's not really the end of the world that I don't have an item, or a usable item I should say, like I said. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and switch out to my Turtonator as he goes out to his Braviary. Honestly, I mean, the only reason I switched out is because I knew the U-turn was coming, but I don't know if it would have killed. I have no idea. It's super effective. I wasn't at 100% HP, but I'm thinking I might have been able to stay in there and live. I probably should have calced it, honestly. But either way, he's going to go for his Stealth Rocks with his Lycanroc. This Turtonator right here is a defensive wall. So I'm not going to go for the Draco Meteor because I don't want his next Pokemon to come in and set up all over me, and I also don't want him to hit me with any rock type moves. So I'm going to go for the Dragon Tail, send him out. He's going to go out to his Meloetta, Pokemon I have not seen since, like, when did this thing come out? 5th gen? I haven't seen Meloetta in years, like literally years. So I'm going to switch out. I don't know what he wants to do quite yet. Meloetta actually can run a lot of sets. I've seen Specs, Scarf, Relic Song with like Life Orb, or in this case, he has the Z Crystal for all-out pummeling. He definitely goes for the Relic Song though, and he transforms. So what that's going to do is allow him to be very fast and strong physically, because he's going to outspeed me and just kill me with a knockoff. When you use Relic Song on Meloetta and you change into this form of Meloetta, you become a normal and fighting type, and you also become really fast and really strong. It has a really high attack stat as well as a speed stat. So I pretty much have no choice here but to go out to my Turtonator. It's the only thing that can take a hit from this thing and maybe get off some damage. I have to force him out. The thing about Meloetta as well is if you make Meloetta switch out while it's in this form, it turns back to the original form. So I need that because as of right now, this Pokemon will definitely shit on my team. It's too fast, it's too strong. I have to force him out of here so that when he comes back in, he's not so fast and won't be able to just outspeed everything. Maybe I can get off his Sucker Punch with Komala if that, you know, ends up being the case, because before he transforms, he's still a Psychic type, so Sucker Punch will do some damage. So what I'm going to do now is go for the Dragon Tail. Like I said, I have to get him out of there, otherwise he'll just outspeed and pretty much put my entire team down. So luckily I did live the all-out pummeling. I figured I would just because Turtonator has such a high defense stat. It's like 405 or something. But here he's just going to go for the Rock Slide, as you know, I already had Dragon Tailed him out to his Lycanroc, so Rock Slide is going to finish me off. I am a fire type, of course. But now I'm going to go out to my own Lycanroc. I pretty much have no choice here. I have to risk a speed tie or maybe, you know, try to survive a Accelerock because I don't know, I pretty much have nothing for this Lycanroc unless I kill it here. He actually makes the mistake of going for the Accelerock. I think that might have been a low roll. I didn't calculate either, but I was actually banking on going for a speed tie. I didn't expect him to go for Accelerock because I didn't think it would kill me from where I was. I had about half HP left, and it's not like it's super effective or anything, but he did have a Life Orb, and Lycanroc doesn't have the best defense. So I lived the Accelerock, and I go for the Stealth Rock, take out his Lycanroc, which is amazing. I haven't missed the Stone Edge this battle. Thank the Lord. But what I'm going to do now, as he sends out his Braviary, is just go for, straight for the Accelerock myself, do about half of his HP. Not what he had left, about, you know, half of his total HP, which is good for me. I think he's in kill range for a Sucker Punch now, so I'm going to do just that, go for the Sucker Punch. Even if he switches out to Blastoise, I don't need to predict anything here, because if I predict wrong and go for the Wood Hammer and he kills me with the Brave Bird, that'll be all bad. So I'm going to go for the Sucker Punch, as he does end up switching out to his Blastoise. But like I said, and as you guys saw before, the Scald does pretty much no damage to me at all, and Wood Hammer is going to do about a third to this Blastoise. So he's going to go for the Scald. It's not going to do anything. It does like 30-40 damage. The Assault Vest Komala is too bulky. I'm going to go for the Wood Hammer here. It's an easy 2-hit KO from where he was. Even after the Protect and the Leftovers, he's going to go for Protect next turn to get a little bit more HP back, which is exactly what he should have done. But even after the Protect and Leftovers gain, I'm still going to be able to take him out with a Wood Hammer, and he's still not going to be able to take me out with a Scald. Now, the only bad thing here would be is if he gets a crit, or is if the Scald plus the recoil damage ends up taking me out, because then I won't have enough HP left to hit his Meloetta with a Sucker Punch when it comes in. But you guys are going to see the Scald does like 40 damage. I'm going to go for another Wood Hammer, and I am actually going to end up surviving the recoil damage from the Wood Hammer. So that's amazing. That's perfect for me. All I need is for him to send out his Meloetta. Obviously, he only has 2 Pokemon left, Meloetta and Braviary. If he sends out Braviary, which is Choice Scarfed, he's going to be forced to pick a move, and I'm going to be able to get off the Sucker Punch and take him out. If he doesn't pick an attacking move on his Braviary for some reason, then I have no reason to not click a different move. But I do get the Sucker Punch off on his Meloetta, which is perfect because it pretty much puts him right in the range, okay? Right in the range for Golisopod to come through and hit him with the First Impression and take him out. I am really happy I calced this beforehand. First Impression has 90 base power, so with stab it's like 135, I believe. And cut in half, that's still stronger than Aqua Jet is. So First impression kills Aquajet might not have, which is pretty crazy when you think about the typing of these moves. But first impression has base 90 damage, so it's pretty strong. But anyways, I do take out the Meloetta, luckily, with the first impression, and then I take out the Braviary with the following Aquajet, and I am the victor. Okay, that was a really close battle. Made a lot of mistakes there, especially turn 1, but in the end, I am the victor. Okay, Sharpedo, remember this. I am the victor. You will never beat me. No, I'm kidding. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much. Love each and every single one of you. Trying to stream, but things keep coming up. But when I stream, I will let you know. Follow me on Twitter to stay notified. All of you follow me on Twitter, actually. Every single last one of you. Just do it. My Twitter's clean. My Twitter's full lanes. I cry a lot on there sometimes. Not really, but sometimes. And then I get into my emo mode, but most of the time it's funny stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate each and every single last one of you guys. You guys have been watching my videos for the last 8 years or so. I don't know how long it's been. Whew. Anyways, you guys are awesome. Hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and we will be back tomorrow with another video of some sort. See ya. Bye.